Alright, what is up, guys? It is Uncle Bob, and we're here in the dead of night, but we're not in the Dadmobile today. We are just in the house. But I gotta be a little more quiet than normal because kids are sleeping. Well, at least my daughter is. My son isn't. He's probably just chilling. But we are here for a One Piece watch along of episode 377, and I apologize at my face being like all the way at the top of this screen, but when the actual episode starts, I'll be able to lean back a little bit. But I'm not the star of the show anyway, so who cares? But yeah, the for some reason this phone is not it is not widescreening this, so I can't just set it up and be able to watch it. I have to actually hold it like as if I was still in my car. So, the joys of doing that, but I'll be a bit farther away. But you know what? It is what it is, what it is. But we are here for episode 377. As always, this is a watch along. It is not a reaction. So there will be no audio on the screen or audio on the screen. Haha. There's going to be no audio coming out of any of the orifices, and there's going to be no video on the screen. If you want to watch an actual reaction, go find one. There are plenty. This is a watch along. It's like a more intimate watch party because it'll just be me and you. But it's just the same way that me and my buddy watch anime to this day. He lives on the other side of the country. We'll be on the phone and we'll just have another device and be watching the episode just like that. And yeah, so that is we're just here I'm just here if you need someone to actually watch this with, because sometimes what you really just need is a friend and a pal, and that's what I'm here to be. But yeah, we're here for episode 377. I apologize for the dark, but it is what it is. Once the school year starts, I'll have a lot more time to myself during the day to do this. But, they don't, so it is what it is. But, yeah, last episode we basically saw Zoro trying to deal with Kuma, and it's not working. It is not working one bit. And this is the kind of not one bit that I don't know if them being tired is the reason that they're losing. I am actually pretty confident that the crew would be losing to him if they were hot and fresh. So, yeah, they just dealt with one problem and are dealing with another. And they're going to have to talk no jutsu, barter their way out of this situation because, he had already told the crew, like, listen, just give me your captain and I'll let the rest of you walk. And the crew obviously said no. And, Kuma was like, cool. And then took his fruit and basically took a condensed bomb filled with air and condensed it into from the size of a building to the palm of his hand, and yeah, used that to basically level the entire area where everyone just was. So I'm really interested to see how the crew gets out of this. Yeah, I don't really know. I knew that Moria was the end. I wasn't expecting Kuma to pop up here, so we're gonna have to see. We're gonna have to see what they decide to do. But let's get this started. Oh. Lord have mercy. Oh, give me one sec. Alright, sorry about that. I'll count us off on a 3, 2, 1. We got the Toei Animation cat and the Funimation logo, so just give that a second. Oh, never mind, it only did one of them. Okay. Alright. Alright, 3, 2, 1, start. Mm-hmm. Told you to go like a good second and a half before it started. But I'm going to have to basically not touch it at all. Wait, I just noticed. We're back to the old song. Is this the right episode? Was the other song they played, was it because of a, like, anniversary thing? Because that can make sense. To the west, to the east. Actually, sitting in where I am now, I'm not sure which way is west and east. I think east is to my right. Or, well, no, to my left. West is to my right, I think. All right. Hit me with the wealth, the fame, power. Gold Roger. All right. Got one of those loaded up for in a little bit here. Dai Kaizokuchi Dai. Okay, that's the right episode. So I wonder if they were doing the remix of the OG song for like an anniversary. The adorable noise that it makes bouncing off of his hand is ridiculous. I am a paw man. He took air and then just condensed it into a small space. At least my camera's on the right side today. The last few I was having to have my phone charged while I was watching this, and I had to have my camera on the other side. Terrible. And Frankie just took the paw to the chest. I like how Robin doesn't say anything, but like she doesn't need to. Zorro's desperate fight. Oh man, my legs are hurting. Oh, just sitting on the floor like this. Oh, getting old. Ursushoku. The Kamehameha noise. I love the similar noises between this and Dragon Ball. It adds this extra level of nostalgia for a show that I don't really have nostalgia for. I know there was a big hullabaloo like a year ago about them finally getting different sounds for One Piece, which I don't know. That means I'm going to be fine listening to these sounds for a few more years. Yeah, what does the crew even do against something like this right now? There ain't even much to say. That's just pure devastation. And he just stands there as a rock. Damn, all the homies knocked out. And I really like this group of pirates too. They're all really cool. It's a weird semi-natural, semi-robotic sound. Damn. The fact that anything he wants, he can just poof. Yeah. Metallic. But it looked like there was muscle in there too. What a tiny ass head to have. Or you better move that fucking ass. Oof. Get flung. Whoa. That was head first into that slab. More CTE. How do you just pull a ripped sleeve up like that? That's not how that works. Steel doesn't melt at that temperature. Known as a pacifista. That is definitely a name that I've heard before. I know, I guess the way... I can't even think of how I've heard it used. I thought it was like a fighting force, though. Oh, yeah, yep, he's gonna offer himself up. Ten-Toe Zoro. Offering himself in the place of Luffy. Where's Sanji? Because he'd do the same thing. The two of them are very self-sacrificial. Yep, look at him. There he goes. Can't even walk, though. Oh, that look Zoro just gave. Blackfoot Sanji. It's taking all of his effort just to stand up right now. The two big dogs of the crew. It's always the two of them, though. I love to see it. And I know that Sanji's the kind of character that it's not just because Zoro offered that he is. He would have done it on his own. Both of them are like that. Oh. Did what only a real homie would do right there. This is going to be the nothing happened moment. This is when it starts. Those two are homies. My daughter's starting to whine a little bit. Pause. We're good. Go. All right. Pause. All right, my bad. My daughter is an abnormally light sleeper, so we gotta do this on the quicks. Okay. 3, 2, 1, start. Trust me not to bring harm to him. Fucking demonic bubble. If you want to take his place, take his pain. Oof. Oh no, he'll take it. Oof. And Zoro's not hot and fresh either right now. Oh, bro, what? Face first into the ground. Why is he always catching himself with his forehead? Look, his forehead is dark from the indentation. Christ, that was rough. Bro, this is like getting your kids to take certain medicines. It's like, it tastes bad. It's like, listen, you just gotta take it all at once. There's no, don't spread it out. Ooh. Okay, so Kuma knows Luffy's dad. Okay. Noted. Noted. That's why he was willing to make a deal. Luffy's just chipper as can be. And there's his swords. Go find your homie. Yep. Dude made the whole place a bloodbath. Nothing happened. Ooh. It is taking every ounce of strength that guy has to not fucking die. Holy shit. Alright, well. So the solution to the whole thing was that Kuma isn't actually all that bad. He can't be. He knows Luffy's dad. That's going to come around in that backstory that everybody was hooping and hollering about a year or two ago. So, I'll get there soon. But I got to go try and keep my daughter asleep now because I just heard her starting to yell again. So, until next time, guys. Peace.